One.
Welcome back to episode 2 of SwoleMates. Um, yeah, how's everyone doing?
What's up?
So
How are
I'm not bad. I'm not bad. How are you guys? I've just woken up basically in the past hour. So
we?
lovely
And
slow
to be
start
fair,
to
I saw Joe's messages as I woke up. I was like, right, yeah, let's go.
Forgot about that thing, that we're committed to.
I love that. I love that. We'll get
It's
used
all
to
Uh,
it,
right.
guys. We'll get used
I
to it.
was I was watching the Royal Rumble, so
Oh, nice. Good stuff.
yeah.
I've not watched any
good
of
start today.
the Netflix WWE stuff. Is it worth
It's good.
watching? Is it good?
Yeah, very good. I haven't finished it yet, so I'm up to entrant 18.
Oh,
So
Okay.
yeah, but it's good. It's good.
see, I
So
watched the McMahon documentary with the lass. I feel like if she now caught me watching WWE, she'd think I was a sick fuck.
she would be right.
Good, very good. Cool. So, sort of topic for today, Joe.
What's been popping off in the world of
Oh,
oiled men and women?
the transgender.
Oh
Oh,
yes.
that was something new, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
that
Yeah, it
is
was.
that is a bit of a wild
So,
one.
hey, what are your thoughts on that?
Considering you brought it up, Derek.
My thought is,
It's a very touchy subject.
I obviously like bodybuilders take steroids and transgender people do as well. I feel like, yeah, go on, do it, but at least get all the breast tissue out of the way first.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, yeah, you.
I wonder if it was marked down for gyno.
Do you know what? That's no, genuinely, we've got to have this conversation now. We have
You
to.
know?
Are they being penalized for having breast tissue in the men's division? If
Yeah.
they are trans, are they penalized for it?
Hmm.
Technically, should be, right?
In theory, yeah, because every other competitor in the class would be.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah,
should be penalized, but obviously it's a bit more complex than that
Yeah.
because they
yeah.
they they were a woman. So
Yeah.
so yeah, it's a tough one. I think for me, I have no issues with it. Crack on. Do you like? There is actually quite a clear crossover, arguably, between bodybuilding, which is inherently quite a male, like masculine look,
Yeah.
the
Mm.
whole, and potentially someone who is transitioning. I think
Yeah.
there is potentially some crossover there. So
Yeah.
I obviously I have no issues with it. Crack on. But obviously, for the judges, they've got to figure out how they handle that
Yeah. Yeah.
and what
Or
they
just have a separate class, maybe.
or have a separate class, and that
You
is
know?
that is an option. That is absolutely an
It's gonna make selling
Everyone
care
needs a
even
bathroom
longer.
break. So
option. Yeah, we don't want any more classes, to be
every,
honest.
every everyone needs the perfect class to go to the bathroom break for. So there you go.
Oh,
You know?
oh dear.
God.
Very good. On that bombshell, Joe leaves the room. Yeah, I
Just
don't know.
goes to the bathroom.
It's an interesting because it's not like we've not had other things. Literally, last podcast we talked about men's wellness. It's
Mm.
not like we don't have quite a diversity of physiques across the existing classes, and it's not like we necessarily need to make a division for anyone in particular anymore. I just don't think there's a
Yeah.
need, especially of what we said about fit model. Like, what is the point of the class, or what is the criteria of the class? If
Yeah.
it is clearly defined and it doesn't massively overlap with another division, sure, maybe there is a need, but I just don't think there's a need for a trans only class.
That's a
Or
physique.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think it makes sense. Um,
No.
we are all human after all. So yeah, that's a funny one. Any other topics that you spotted, Derek, that have been sort of wacky this week?
Anything that's wacky? Hmm. Not much really. I think that's the big news of the
Yeah.
week. Yeah.
think that is a big one. I do think that's a big one. I think they'll have to address it as well.
Yeah.
I do. I think the Manions and things will have to look at that. Um, in our time, in our day and age, I don't know whether they'll do much beyond just comment on it or make like a criteria clarification for judges or something. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Joe. Any other interesting news this week?
Um, Not really. Not
Thanks, Joe.
really related to bodybuilding, I guess. I see
Wait.
Derek's been helping out, continuing our story from last year. Derek's been doing some posing adjustments for some people out there.
Oh yeah.
Swords. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seen a few
Don't
bits.
make him too good, man.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Femi is not coming to me for help.
You could get Femi over to Muscle Wars.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, Jermaine, that was interesting. How was Jack Richardson?
Oh my
Oh
God,
yeah.
my legs are fucked. Absolutely trolleyed. So we did. I'll run through the session. So first of all, obviously me and Jack go way back. Love the boy.
Hmm.
I've known him about as long as I've known Joe.
Yeah.
First show I ever competed in was with Jack, and I spoke to him on the run up to show and all the rest of it. Super nice guy. Get along with him very well. Very similar humor. He's just silly. He's a silly boy in the best way. But yeah, no, we went down to Derby. Obviously, it was the Derby anniversary, so it was busy, and Jack's had his sponsor doing a lot of like event stuff there, Illegal Nutrition. So they were doing stuff there as well. Super busy, but when you're walking around with like a 240 odd pound Jack Richardson, you just sort of bully people out of the way. Anyway, it's great. But yeah, train legs. Let me run through the session because the session I think was quite interesting. So, what do you think the first two exercises were?
Adductors.
Adductor or calf or lunges.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we've got adductor calf lunges, both calf, two calf exercises up front, two calf exercises. So I couldn't lift my heels really by after those two exercises. Then we went on to hamstring curl and adductor. Then we went on to a leg extension. Then we did the Watson True Squat. I haven't used the True Squat before. Holy fuck. Insane. So good. I wish I had that piece on like in our gym permanently. Like I wish we had it because
Is it still by the
Yes,
door at the
please.
back?
yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is probably the best squat machine I've used. Like it pushes the Cybex V1 in my opinion for quad. It's
Hmm.
so much quad. I also didn't wear any knee sleeves on it. Zero pressure or anything through my kneecaps.
Yeah.
We did a quadruple drop set. Well, I tried to anyway. I did it. I think I got like a three drop set. So I did worked up to 4 plates, then took plates off, did a set, took plates off, did a set, took plates off, and then by the end you were just doing it with no weight on, and it just absolutely fried us. But really good, really good. Cybex leg press, and yeah, that was it. Absolutely
Nice.
toast. Yeah, it was a good time. It's a really good time. Had a proper catch up with
Nice.
him as well because I've not seen him in person in well probably since the Arnolds.
Yeah.
That's the only time I ever really see Jack nowadays. So yeah, the proper catch up. Um, his sponsors were handing out free samples of their new pre's, and it's 400 milligrams a serving.
Oh,
400. So I had half a scoop, and I was off my rocker. I was quite happy with just half a scoop. But yeah, it was really good. Really enjoyed it.
Sick.
Very good session.
Nice.
Video coming out soon, folks. For those,
Awesome.
by the time you're watching, folks, it'll probably be about to come out or nearer coming out. But yeah, really good. Fucking sick. So good.
Epic.
what's the channel's name? Tell them.
Cool. Yeah, that's all for me this week. What about you, Derek or Joe?
Um, well, let's talk about Ryan Terry at Ultimate first.
Oh yeah,
How's that?
Mhm. Cool. So the day before, I was training my clients, and Sai called me over to the desk. He's like, "Oh, we got a special guest coming tomorrow. You want to do a podcast?" Uh, yeah. Who is it? He's like, "Ah, you probably don't know him." I'm like, who is it?
Of course.
I was like, "Oh." He's like, "Oh, Ryan Terry." I was like, "Oh, cool." Um,
That is such a sigh way of putting it,
shout,
isn't it?
shout
Yeah.
out to Simon because he actually molded it and worded it this way. So he's like, "You've gone in the space of like 3 days. You've gone from talking to Jermaine and Derek on camera to hanging out with Mr. Olympia." So
That's
the
good.
come with me if you if you want to go to the top. Essentially, is what he said. But no, it was great. So Ryan was training legs. He was actually in Birmingham to watch Ricky Gervais.
What a
Um,
weird sort of.
so it wasn't a planned thing. He just said to Si, "Oh, I'm going to pop down. I need to train. I'm here. I'm going to go watch this. Are you around?" Essentially. Then Si turned it into an opportunity to have a sit down, pick his brain, how he's feeling after winning the title 2 times. And yeah, pretty much we discussed that more about his gym, how that's going, um, his plans for the upcoming year, and just a little reflection on where he's come and where he's been in the past, like best part of 15 years. And if he plans to retire after this year or not. Um, but it's good. It should be out. It should be out by the time people are watching this. Anyway.
Exciting.
But yeah, really, really good. Really cool to pick the brain of someone who's successfully made a fantastic life from the fitness industry as well.
Do you know what
Um,
he's one of those examples of guys as well who's arguably done it the best way you can,
yeah,
Yeah.
where he's been a high level pro for a while now. It seems like he hasn't like pushed the envelope too hard.
no,
If anything, he ended up just staying the course and sort of capitalizing on the strengths of his physique,
I mean,
and it ended up coming back round to being what they were
yeah,
looking for. You know?
yeah. It's kind of like that Frank Zane-esque kind of thing back in the
Yeah.
day where people before you, so you come on the scene first, people surpass you, you get overlooked, then you've stayed and maintained that look and refined and gradually improved it, and it's come back full circle, and you've been given your flowers then. But he's not small by any means. He's 100 kilos on stage, so
He's a big boy. He's still a
Yeah.
big boy.
yeah,
Yeah,
and he's
100%.
about 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah.
Um, so 100 kilos, 5'9" is not and shredded. Like
Oh
there's
yeah.
not
Yeah.
a
Yeah. It's
small thing.
big. It's big.
It's funny when I this is like right when I was sort of getting interested a little bit in bodybuilding. I wasn't actually bodybuilding at this point, but I
Yeah,
like just sort of properly started going back to the gym and things like that. I was 17, about to turn 18. Um, I was in New York and I went to Bev Francis Powerhouse Gym and I walked through the door and I'm just paying for whatever, and then I hear a really strong British accent, and I look to my left, and Ryan Terry's just looking at me as well, and we're like, "Where are you from? Why are you here?" We just had
yeah,
that weird moment. But yeah, I did a few. I remember that because that properly, I think, launched me into bodybuilding because I had a proper chat with him about, yeah, I'd like to compete in the future. That.
yeah,
And
That's
yeah,
sick.
he was just super nice. Gave me
yeah.
so many
Still
honest
super, super
answers.
nice guy. He's
Yeah,
just one of the lads, really. He used to be
yeah,
a plumber, so he's come from hard working blue collar kind of thing. And
yeah.
we just talked about some of the misconceptions about the men's physique class, how people assume that they don't train that hard.
Oh, he
Um,
trains heavy
Oh
duty.
yeah.
He's
crazy.
like he's hardcore. Yeah,
But yeah, that was great. Uh, so that was a highlight of this week. Yeah.
very exciting. Good stuff, man. Really, really
Oh,
cool.
So yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
nice.
Sweet. Shall we from there then? Shall we move on to some questions? We didn't get through many
Hit,
last week.
hit us with your best, Jermaine.
Yeah.
The
Okay, so we
people
got a
have
few.
spoken.
So I'll ignore some of them. I've got some dumb ones like Jake, one of my clients, put favorite client question mark. Fuck you, Jake. Not telling you. Not telling you who it is. So first, do you get protein farts? All the time. All the
Not
time.
really.
Really?
Yeah, me neither.
No.
Occasionally, yeah.
For me, it's specific things. So like anytime I have fish, absolutely go get protein fats.
Really?
Yeah,
Well,
always fish. I
well,
don't know why. It's not
mine's
like
more to
it's
do with spice, I think, and seasoning.
maybe.
Oh, I thought more when I just eat like a
Oh
lot of
yeah,
Mm.
carbs. Yeah,
Yeah, the fiber content.
more GI stress.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That's it.
yeah.
Yeah. Protein? No, not really. I don't really tend to get that. Not even from whey or anything. I tolerate protein quite well. So yeah.
Um, this is another good one. If you weren't a bodybuilder, what would you be? Question mark. Cringe. That's what I'd be.
Oh God.
Boring. Fucking boring.
I don't know. I mean, I'd probably either be working in finance or um the
6'5" blue eyes.
sports
Yeah.
kind of industry somewhat.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, I don't know actually.
Yeah. For me,
If
I'd probably
I'm not,
be in property,
yeah,
I think.
property.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I, I think I'd be a vet.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, that would be
I actually,
sick.
Wow.
I actually was
Very good.
like, when I was younger, I was very interested in like animals and stuff, and that faded.
What sort of animals we talking though? Like,
Before we get to that, this just really shows the personality difference between Jermaine, myself, and Derek. Me and Jermaine are more worried about ripping people off, scamming people, and Derek wants to save the lives of poor animals.
me? Never.
No.
Never. I would never do something to all of my loyal clients. Yes.
Ugh.
Dear me.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What is your favorite animal, Derek?
It's probably sound cliches, but it's tiger.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
Like the Malay
yeah.
tiger clenbuterol. Nice.
Cool. What about you, Joe?
Um,
What's your favorite animal?
uh, I do like turtles, to be honest.
Turtles.
Yeah,
turtles.
yeah.
They expect that from you.
I do like them. It's
Mm,
the first thing that came to my head right now.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, I
mm.
guess.
Like the huge ones.
Yeah,
The big boys. Yeah.
yeah.
Very good.
And you,
But
Jermaine?
yeah.
Um, First thing that comes to my mind is dinosaur-looking things. So
Okay, all right, David
Geckos.
probably a Komodo dragon or a crocodile.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
Actually crocodile. I'll go with like a Nile crocodile because I saw the. Have you seen the pictures of the crocodile races?
No.
no.
Like, I don't know where it is. It's in like some
Oh,
Asian
is it the
country.
one that you posted in the group chat?
Yeah,
The one
it's in
that's
some
right.
Asian country.
Yes.
They
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
fucking
yeah.
they ride fucking crocodiles and do races along the river in them. It's nuts.
There's this
They're
pull
like
to your
galloping.
inner being,
They're so it's so sick. If that could be me one day, who knows?
your spirit animal,
Yeah.
a crocodile rider.
Born too late to crocodile
That's
ride.
the thumbnail for this video, by the way.
Me riding a crocodile. That's good. I like that.
Oh.
We'll make that happen.
Um,
Very good. Um,
yeah.
right. What else?
Well,
Uh,
I got one interesting question.
go
It
on.
was out of the three of us, who is the sexiest? You cannot vote for yourself.
Oh, oh,
That's good.
you go first,
Oh,
Joe.
Derek, 100%. Sorry, Joe.
Oh,
Well, he's
Sorry.
the only one here that's
Asian persuasion.
an actual model. So
Yeah, that's
yeah.
yeah. I don't think it's particular.
Thank you.
I don't think it's
you know,
difficult. Yeah. We literally got a Gymshark
Hmm.
model on
I
our
know.
podcast. Oh dear.
Oh man.
Very good. Uh,
Yeah.
cool. Another one. This one's a bit more in depth, which could be interesting. And is somewhat in our realm, somewhat not, but it would
Okay.
still be interesting to get commentary on it. I think it's worth talking about. Opinions on bodybuilding increasing risk of EDs, especially in women, and as a coach, how you'd help prevent it. So eating disorders, folks. Do you know what?
Well,
Real shit for a moment.
yeah.
Real shit.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people come to bodybuilding from having eating disorders.
Hmm.
Now, sure, bodybuilding can, if you are someone who is potentially prone to eating disorders and you're coming into bodybuilding
Yeah.
and you haven't done your due diligence, or you don't have someone necessarily who's a good guide for you on the pitfalls there,
Yeah.
I think it could potentially increase risk of you developing some unhealthy habits for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
However, that's the whole point of having someone help you, or being in an
Hmm.
environment with people who know what they're doing, who've got experience in it, have been through it themselves, or are, professionals in coaching or otherwise, right? Um, I think with women, I don't know if there's more or less risk than there is with men. I don't know if there's any statistics or figures on that for bodybuilding. However, I know that for a lot of people, bodybuilding is, this is the thing. Eating disorders are a lot of the time about trying to gain control,
Yeah.
Yeah.
about creating control, a sense of control, even if it is incredibly self-destructive. Bodybuilding is inherently progressive in nature, and you're doing things for a specific purpose, not out of like an emotional response.
Yeah.
So I do
Yeah.
think it's a bit different, but there is 100% that risk. 100%.
Yeah. I think as well, it depends on how you define eating disorder,
Mm.
because you come into a bodybuilding lifestyle and a bodybuilding bubble. We actually have very ordered, structured eating.
Yeah.
We're very aware of what we're putting into our body.
Mm.
And most of the time, it is in order for our body to function and fuel in a positive and progressive manner. So efficiently and work efficiently. So we tend to go for low inflammatory foods. We tend to have a high protein diet, which is going to not only positively impact, lean muscle tissue, but also organ health, brain health, um, lowered risk of high BP. Obviously,
All-cause mortality.
yeah. When
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
throw in anabolics, obviously the rule book kind of goes out the window. But just for someone who's living a bodybuilding type lifestyle, I think it can actually promote ordered eating as well, for you to get to grips with what you're putting into your body. And yes,
Yeah.
it may be disordered and not the normal for the average person who might eat, a McDonald's breakfast, a sandwich, and a pizza at night time, which is suddenly considered normal for some reason.
Mm.
Yeah.
Um, but I do think, like, I'm working and have worked with someone who was uh, medically anorexic in the past, and essentially being in a structured bodybuilding food plan has gotten them completely out of that, and that they have a much more positive and positive approach to food, as well as having more of a understanding of what different food sources are, how they can be used. Um, Obviously, that person's helping out other people now with eating disorders, because not only do they understand it, they've also been through it,
Mm.
so they can
That's
obviously.
great.
Yeah, it's very good. But I think if you're given the wrong advice, then it can be detrimental. Again, like Jermaine says, just echoing that. But I do think it can be very, very positive as well, because if if you see it quite often, I think there are more potential implications for females rather than males, because of the hormone issues that can be related to low food for a sustained period of time. Now, obviously, if a male is prepping for a bodybuilding show and is on extremely low food, the low calorie input and the very lean body mass can negatively impact testosterone levels, but for the most part, they can recover from that. Now, if a woman
Bounce back.
is put on very low calories for a long period of time, especially with low fats, not only will they have physical implications, the negative mental side of it, because there's so much stigma around what being feminine is. and having those typical female characteristics and traits, which can stem from hormones being in the right healthy area and right place. I think if you're given, a 600-700 calorie diet for a long period of time, you're really going to fuck yourself up.
Yeah.
Um, and for males, we can always substitute with hormone replacement. It's not as simple for a female, especially if they're wanting to bear a child or things like that. So it's food for thought, I would say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's interesting as well because somewhat what you touched on there. I think it moves with the times. Like this is a
Mm,
conversation I've had with a lot of women, clients, and just women in general, like other competitors or people who are getting into fitness, especially from a younger age.
mhm.
The standard for femininity and beauty has changed drastically, even in the past 10 years.
Yeah,
Oh,
We're in a blessed position where women in bodybuilding is kind of the in thing right now.
yeah,
In reality, being a girl
yeah.
who's got muscle and is like fit and active and strong and all those sorts of things, the whole muscle mummy trope, right?
yeah,
All that
Yeah.
sort of shit, that all feeds into it. It's that's what's in right now.
hmm
And potentially there'll be something that comes after, whether it's more or less extreme, in terms of like the what's in the
yeah,
media for like what a women
yeah,
need to look like or
yeah,
what push to look like from a certain age. Um, but I think for at least the next couple of decades, that is going to be the in thing, like a more
hmm
muscular, strong, powerful woman,
yeah,
like
Yeah.
physically.
yeah. It's
Um,
not. It's no longer the outlier. It's kind of
yeah,
just, oh, you train, cool. You
exactly.
know?
Which I think is actually better, way better than it was because we had the whole eras with women where you had like heroin chic and things like that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
Yeah.
and
yeah,
even even like the ballerina look and like the thigh gap and all that shit
yeah,
that
Yeah.
came before, right? And we're now in an era where actively women are being encouraged to lift weights, be fit, be healthy,
yeah,
eat a high protein diet, all that sort of
yeah,
good stuff. So,
yeah,
arguably, my opinion at present is this is probably the best time for women in
yeah,
bodybuilding that it's
yeah,
ever been.
Yeah.
Um, is it as good as it could be? By no means yet is it,
yeah,
but I do
yeah,
think it's the best time it has ever been for women in the sport. That's for
yeah.
sure. Right. Another question. Another question.
Far away.
Um, do if you could only use five machines for the rest of your life, which would you pick?
Oh,
Oh, okay. Well,
Five
there's only five machines. There's not five exercises.
by
five machines.
machine.
Yeah.
We're
Okay.
gonna do one for each body part or what?
Now, to be clear, no, not necessarily. You can do what you want. If you want to have fucking
Okay.
skinny legs, bro, crack on. But
What? No, no. A hack squat is a machine.
What?
yeah,
Yeah.
no. Well, this is the
No.
thing. I would count like a. I would count, for example, like a power cage with a barbell and plates as a machine.
Right.
No,
No, we're
no.
not allowed to do that.
It has
Uh,
to either be plate loaded or pin loaded. That's it.
Mm.
Okay. Machines. Do we have to go to specific brands?
Yes, go for it.
Yeah.
I'm going for chest, incline hammer press.
That's a good one.
I just
Okay.
can't not use it. It's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
good.
It's so
You
good.
know?
It's so good. I built my
Um,
pecs with that.
back, I would go. Fuck. Lat pull down.
A lat pull down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Okay.
That's nice.
Um, quads, probably leg extension.
Which leg extension?
Center driven flex or side pin hammer strength like Mark II, pin loaded. It's nice. Uh, hamstring, single leg, light fit or Cybex curl. And tricep push down. That would be it.
Tricep push
Try to
down.
push that. Right.
Yeah, I'm serious. Cable, yeah.
Right. For
Okay.
me, I will go for right. The Cybex Smith. The old one that's like
I was gonna
discontinued
say the
already.
exact same thing,
Yeah,
Cybex
Yeah.
Smith.
like you can do everything on it almost.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, and a lat pull down, uh, a Cybex lateral raises, and some sort of calf raises,
Oh yeah.
and yeah, small calves. Come on.
Oh well. Sorry.
What else?
I did two calf exercises yesterday. Thank you very much. Just saying.
And
First
then
time in 6 years.
and then probably just a cable machine. Like get some
Okay.
arms done. Yeah.
Yeah. So Derek's putting in fucking cheat codes over here.
Yeah, these are some
Yeah.
good ones. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start off the same way with Cybex Smith, 100%. I'm then gonna go for back, something a bit more out of left field. I'm gonna go with the Nautilus pull down, the plate loaded single arm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, we
I've
just
built.
got that.
Have you? I've
here we
Yeah,
built my
go.
back with that over the past 3 years.
yeah.
Honestly, like there's a reason my lower back pops a lot, and it's that machine. Um, from that I go, yeah, life fitness curl, hamstring curl, 100%. Or
Yeah.
I do quite like the Atlantis at the minute. To be fair,
The single leg one.
no, the seated.
Oh, yeah, would I go single leg or pre-core? The pre-core seat is the best I've ever used.
Is it?
But I'm still using single leg.
Mm,
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do. Then I'm gonna do. What am I gonna do for? I don't know if I need a.
Rotary hip machine.
Fuck off. I'll probably do. Do you know what? Because no one's done one yet. I'm going to do a leg press. I'm going to do a hammer strength, like the sled press,
Yeah, yeah. The OG.
the
Mm,
OG sled
that
press.
one's
Yeah.
nice.
Um, I'm then going to do. How many am I on? Three, four,
Four.
four.
Cool.
One
My
more,
last
bro.
one. My last one. What can I add in that's going to change my life right now? That's going to make me win the Mr. Olympia off of 5 fucking exercises. Probably. Oh, Cybex Bravo cable machine.
Yeah,
Yep,
100%.
yeah.
that's nice.
Cybex
That's
Bravo. I
nice.
could
That
do.
Cool.
I
was
could
nice.
do good flies off that. I can do. I can do some delt work. Yeah, that's easy.
Hmm.
I've just
Nice.
built the home gym, boys. Come visit.
Yeah.
Just 5 machines.
Yeah, those 5 machines. That's the one. The dream.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
good. Very good.
Now,
Cool.
what's the plan then? Any plans for the upcoming week?
God.
Oh,
I'm gonna have a car soon, boys.
Oh,
oh,
nice.
nice.
Yeah, it's a Fiat Punto. So
No,
yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I can
you
actually
actually
put
you
like
actually get you getting a punter.
say again.
You're actually getting a punter.
Oh yeah.
You're not gonna fit, man.
No, no, it'll be fine, bro. It'll be fine. I only need to fit me and Immy in the boot. You know, it's fine.
Don't forget the rabbit.
The rabbits, they can definitely go in the fucking boot. Definitely going in the boot. In a bag.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's so I'll be able to cut about a fair bit. It's partly because I just think realistically I can't not have a car anymore. I've not had a car for
yeah.
2 years while living in Chef so far. Car and there's
Mhm.
not really anywhere to park around me, but there's just no I can't get away with not having a car anymore. It's
There's
just
nothing
gambling.
just there for you. You have to
More
travel
convenient.
to get
Well, that's the thing.
places.
I end up spending like 100 quid a month on
Yeah,
just public transport. And it's shit. It's delayed all the time, and half the time doesn't even arrive. So,
Yeah.
you know,
yeah,
it's like in December where I had to get a bloody coach back from Birmingham. That was a nightmare because all the trains got cancelled. So,
yeah. That was awful. Yeah,
yeah, no. So getting a car, that'll be fun. Seeing clients at the end of the week, and then the week after, Joe is coming for a sleepover, aren't you, Joe?
I am. I
Ooh.
am actually.
That'll be fun. So yeah, we're gonna do some content and
Yeah,
things at Rotherham.
be good.
Good time. Should be a good time.
Lovely stuff.
It'll be good.
Yeah. What about you?
Derek, anything
Yeah.
planned this week?
Well, I'm going to start bulking.
Oh,
New cycle. Um,
Hell yeah.
something I've never done before. So it's gonna be exciting to see how things goes.
Nice.
Yeah,
That is going to be very
Nice.
exciting.
right. Yeah. Hopefully, well, aiming, aiming to, well, have I said I'm planning on not gonna compete this year?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So 10 kilos muscles in this year. Let's
Oh, yeah.
fucking go.
Let's fucking go. What about you,
Yeah.
Joe?
Big boy. Uh, Not a fat lot actually this week. Um, Client stuff again. It's getting closer to the shows, especially for a few people. There are more eyes on with that. Obviously coming down to yours, or coming up to yours next week. Uh, not not very much going on this week actually. It's a bit more of a chilled one. I've had a busy week this week with work and personal life. So nice steak dinners. Went to a theatre play. Stuff like that. But yeah, not too much this week. But yeah, fairly chilled one.
Completely forgot. I'm starting prep this week again. So,
Oh,
Yeah,
yay.
so me and Emmy.
Japan
So
prep.
I'm starting. I'm 93.8, which is the max weight really I'm prepared to get to, which is fine because I'm starting tomorrow. And yeah, I'll be cracking on. I'll be pushing below the 90 and getting probably kind of shredded, then going to Japan and then coming back and starting again. So yeah, it'll be good. It'll be a good time. Good time.
Awesome. When do you head off to Japan?
20th of March.
Okay,
Yeah.
Oh, still.
cool.
We've got
For a
less.
month.
We've got like 30 seconds left of this, by the way.
Yeah, for a month.